been a while, but I'm finally going back on this. I'm going to pull that diff out for the last time. And I'm going to try to mount that diff up in there with just how it is and see exactly how it fits. And then over here, it's able to go out to the farm, grab some, I was able to find some more U-bolts. These were actually the track bar mounts for the my monster truck. I probably won't use those on these. I probably won't even reuse the U-bolts. Like I said before, I just mainly want these for these. And these are factory front shackle mounts. They go right in the frame, kind of down there on a square body. If I can't get the shackles from my brother, the rear shackles from my brother for the front, I might try to go that way, and then I can adjust the length of the shackle. So ignore the drive shafts. Those are not for me. Those, I don't even remember what they're out of. I just had them. They're small 27 splines. You might work on Roger's RX-7 if you remember that car. And Birdie at KMR owns it, and he was messaging me asking about drive shafts, so I might swing that by him at some point, and hopefully I can help him get that car going. Okay, well, it's there. Now, is it really there? Let's take a look. This side's on nicely. And is this side? Is this side? No. We've got that much of a difference. Looks like shock locations will still be decent. Obviously not going to use these shocks. They're horrible and they're for stock ride height. So I do have longer shocks here. They're not the greatest either, but they'll do for now until I can test them, make sure they work well, and then order up proper shocks. Okay, now that it's out again, ready to do the purchase, I thought we'd just compare size for a second. Like, just look at the center section size comparison. Look at the yoke size comparison. Like, this one is like not quite my whole fist, and then this one is like way over. And it's just way bigger U-joint, way bigger center section. The axle tubes, actually, I haven't measured them, but they look about the same. Probably are. Way bigger hubs with full floater instead of C-clips. It is a little bit wider track width. Let's see, like this side's not quite lined up, but say it is. And this side sticks out quite a bit. So, quite a bit wider, which will be awesome. I believe it's quite a bit wider than the front diff too. I might have to run spacers on the front diff to kind of fix that. But just the whole size is just way bigger. I should never blow this up. Even if I do put the 40s on this and she's 7,000 pounds and I end up putting a big block in it, this rear diff should never break. But yeah, now you can kind of see too, there's like that one's kind of lined up, and then this one not so much. I measured, it's about 2-inch difference, which puts this kind of like right up against that. So on both sides, I don't know if that's a factory thing or if that's been added on later. I do have a level box that tells me degrees, so what I'll probably do is I think I am going to cut them off and move them over, but I'll do one side at a time, and then I'll zero the level box on the other side, match it to that one, and level it out, weld it on, double, triple, quadruple check that it's right, and then cut the other side off, move that one, and then match it to the other one too. I do realize I could leave them loose for now and fix my pinion. Actually, maybe that's something. No, ignore me. The pinion should be okay where it is, especially with the axle flip, bringing it down, pointing the pinion up. If it is a problem in the future, I can always cut them and weld them or put a shim in there or something. Shims aren't the best. They tend to slide out just like a lift block, but we'll see. Got this side all off. It was a little bit of a pain because I couldn't get the grinder in here. So kind of had to sawzall this side, gouge out this side, and then pry it up. I know I could take all this off, but I really didn't want to. Wasn't too bad though. I think before anything I'm going to fill this gouge in. It's probably fine how it is, but I feel like it would be a weak point. I don't think welding on here should really warp it too much. I'm not doing a huge friggin' truss or anything. I do know people sometimes put bars in here that hold it straight and stuff, but I don't think this will really pull with all that. At least it shouldn't. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. And then set this in. It was there. It's probably gotta go to about there. And I got level box, and I will put it on that side, zero it, put it on this side. I might move it half a degree or a degree up or something, just to help, just in case. I don't know. Nah, I should probably stick with it level. If I gotta move it in the future, I'll move it in the future, especially since I'm just going to be tacking them on for now. And then I can have the truck all out sitting on its own weight and see how it is compared to the transfer case and how the drive shaft fits in once I get a drive shaft all made. So yeah, I'm gonna mark that out, weld it up. And another thing, good thing I got these sitting here compared to each other. I didn't even realize, but this helps me. This one is way taller than this one. Quite a bit. An inch taller, to be precise, as I measured. So shackle flip gives me about 4 inches. That gives me another one, so that puts me at 5. So I was hoping for 5 to 6 with the truck. So depending on how the front is, I might already have the 5 in the back. That might be like that. I don't need to run a block. That would be awesome. She's tacked on, and as you can see, she's at 0. If you notice, I got a little piece here. It's just because these are not exactly flat, and if you set it along here, it gives all sorts of different readings. So this is just kind of my way to level it out. And even then, it's still not perfect. Huh? Yeah, it's 0. Maybe if I move it, 0.3, 0.2. But you know what, really, if I'm within kind of like half a degree, I'm happy. And so far, the biggest 0.4, there we go, 0.2. Farthest point is 0.3, so I'm happy with that. That side went way better, way cleaner too, didn't gouge as much into the axle housing, but moved in an inch, tacked it all on. They both say they're the same. I even used this guy, leveled one side out, leveled the other, or checked the other side, and it was level. Used the level box. They're bang onto each other. So even if it is slightly different than how they were before, at least they're the same as each other. We'll put it in, see how it is, and once truck's all together at its final height, I will see how the pinion angle is compared to the drive shaft and everything, and move it accordingly. Hopefully I don't have to move it. I'm hoping it should be within a decent range, and then we can just burn them in. Just gotta do a quick cleanup in here because all that's in the way now, and then finally put this thing under there and actually hopefully be able to bolt it up. I'll just use the old U-bolts for now, one of the sets, whatever works. And then when it comes out in the spring, ready to paint everything and weld it all up, I'll take some measurements, get some new springs, and put it in there, or not new springs, new U-bolts, and put it all up in there with new stuff. And then at that time, I'll probably finish up the new bushings in the shackles, probably do new shocks at the time, and then yeah, new bushings all in the front, and I'll do brakes and fluids and all that good stuff. But for now, just kind of put together mock-up style and then move on to the front. I'm excited but nervous for the front. Just get the back buttoned up first. So I have a bit of a problem. I'll go in here so the wind's not howling in the mic. I went a little too far off and it all ended up down the alley. I'm slowly getting it back, but can't get back over that lip with the jacks. And I start to get one over and then the other one takes off. So I think I might have to put it back on the wheels. She's under it. She's on her own weight. We even got U-bolts under there. Not all the bolts are down because the threads are all screwed up, but we're not going down the highway with it like that or anything, so it'll be good enough for now. Yeah, everything seems to sit nice. She's sitting quite tall like that. I might not have to add a block or anything. And the axle doesn't seem too uncentered. So I tried it on the farthest back hole, and it looked way too far back. Now it looks a little forward in the center hole. I might still make an adapter plate. I'm not sure. That might have to wait till she's sitting all level on all her lift and final height and everything first before I decide about that. Alright, after a quick cleanup, let's do that measuring thing. 41 from the ground, and from the center of the wheel, in the center of the axle, it is, oh boy, there we go, about 26 and a half. Okay, so I stopped filming, and so I could use both hands, and yes, it was 26 and a half. Okay, this side is sitting at 40 and a quarter, and from the center, yeah, about 26 and a half as well. Okay, so I guess that's it for the rear for now. Onto the front, everything's soaking. I'm gonna go in for the night, but we'll see you in the next video when we start doing the front. Oh, check this out. This is my wife's, oops, sorry for the thumb. This is my wife's Christmas present. Well, one of them. Yes. That's for the Suburban. Be able to put the Vortec heads on and have it carved. I think she'll love it. I mean, it's only fair, the carb that's going on top of this I got her as a Christmas present like 5 years ago for the Vega.